cups and tea. Oh! Welcome back to the house party! And now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Yes, here is Sig the Seagull to receive his gotcha! Hello, Sid. Alright. Now, I was told by one or two people that there are one or two things that Sig the Seagull doesn't like happening on this particular part of his show. One is people asking for dedication at the wrong point, and the other is turning the radio on in the pub so you get something what's called howl around. Now, we had two teams who both knew the questions and therefore knew to get the answers completely wrong. Now, these pubs are meant to be 200 miles apart, right? But if you look very closely, you'll see that they are actually no more than 2 feet apart, because we were sitting down the road in the head of Radio 1's office. Not a pub in sight.
DLT Travel Talk on Radio 1 FM.
Okay, it is the Pub Team Challenge, and we have a couple of teams on standby now. They are the Dun Cow in Plough Lane in York, and the Goose and Feathers in Mill Road in Bexley. So let's go over to the Dun Cow first, and Jeff Kirk. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Sid. Are you excited to play Treble Top at all? Yes, we are. Aren't we, lads? Are you okay? You sound a bit bleh. Oh, we had a night out on the sherry. Right, I'm going to stop you there because we're now going to go over to the Goose and Feathers and Bernard James. Hello, Bernard. Hello, Sid. Give him a big hello, lads. Now, that's a bit more like it. Well, we're not one of these trendy young pubs, Sid. Right, are you ready to play Treble Top? Of course we are. Right, now, what can I tempt you with? Double top, please, Sid. And remember, all I need to hear from the spokesman is the right answer. So, for a double top, in which TV series would you find Sergeant Bob Cryer? EastEnders? No. Bergerac. Well, go on, say it, you and Ben. We think it's Bergerac, Sid. You're saying it's Bergerac? And unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. The correct answer was, in fact, the Bill. We now go over to the Dun Cow in Plough Lane in York. Hello again, Jeff. Now, what can I tempt you with? I think another double top. Okay, another double top. Which part of the body is affected by something called astigmatism? We think it's the joints. Oh dear. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? And that was incorrect. I'm afraid astigmatism affects the eye. But we now know that we don't have professional teams here. It's just some people who are out to enjoy themselves, which is what it's all about. Now, your question for 40 points is, who invented the gramophone in 1867? We're going to say Thomas Edison. Now, I think this is a new record. We've had 3 double tops, none of which have been answered correctly. We now move back to the Goose and Feathers in Mill Road in Bexley. Somebody just turned up the radio. If you could turn it down, please.
Let's speak disc jockey.
There we go. Now, what can I tempt you with? Bernard? That is Bernard, isn't it? Yep, it's Bernard here. Another double top, please. Okay. What is the male honeybee called? We think a male honeybee is called Bumble. Oh no. We've got no f***ing questions here. They're not easy enough. You're saying Bumble. I'm so sorry, but a male honeybee is in fact called a drone. This is definitely a first. On what form of transport would you find something called a dead man's handle? We think it's a steamroller, Sid. You're saying a steamroller. Unfortunately, that's not correct. What you would find a dead man's handle on is a train. And I think I'm going to take a musical break here to rethink my entire DJing career. Now I know what you're thinking. This game is all over the place, but I do not care anymore. We're going to go back now to the Dun Cow, which is in Plough Lane in York. Whose last film, and we're talking about the actor here, whose last film was Guess Who's Coming to Dinner in 1967? It's Spencer Tracy, for God's sake. We all agreed. Say it to him. We think it's Spencer Tracy. You're saying Spencer Tracy. And I don't believe this, but you're right. We now go back to the Goose and Feathers in Mill Road in Buxley. I wish you'd give me that phone. I'm fed up with that. Yeah, it's, Malcolm here. Hang up. Where's Bernard? Oh, we voted him out. You haven't injured him, have you? No, but we'd like a double top, please. Now, if you don't get this right, Bernard's going to come up and chin you, right? Right. Now, for 40 points, say hello to Sharon. Hello, Sharon. She's at the Panto in Crawley. For 54 points, hello, Sid. Be quiet, everybody, and listen carefully. I will say this only once. What does the French word pomme mean? We think it's, apple, Sid. You're saying apple. Oh, we got it right. Jeff, I hope you didn't hear the commotion there. Well, I have heard some stories about down south, but never anything like that. Please, let's just get on with the game. You know, I can't wait for this game to be over with. So, what nationality is the pop singer Sabrina? Do you want to do it now? Yeah. We'll be with you in a minute, Sid. I will again remind you, what is the nationality of the pop singer Sabrina? French? Polish? Spanish. Spanish. Yeah, Spanish. I do not. If this is for real, this dog died on the air! I can't believe it! You are a dead dog! And that was Sid the Seagull dealing with 2 fake pubs. And now, let's have a look at your Gunge votes. Who did you say you wanted to get the Gunge this week? Oh my word. It looks like Sweet's gonna get it this week, which means only one thing. Come this way to the Blue Tack Tank. Oh, Sweep, Sweep, Sweep. Over all these years, you've annoyed us with your constant squeaks. I know you can't help it because you've got a saxophone reed, and I'm sorry I had to do this, but release the Gunge! Oh dear. That certainly got him alright. Well, that's all the fun and games we've got time for this week, and remember, If you don't come to the party comes to you. Good night!